Every year, thousands of tourists are rushed to emergency rooms in Japanese hospitals. Not from traffic accidents, not from food poisoning, just from the heat. If you're planning a trip to Japan between June and September, this video could genuinely help you. Today, we're going to cover everything you need to know to stay safe in the Japanese summer. 1. The reality of Japanese summers. First, let's talk about what Japanese summers are actually like. Japanese summers used to be centered around mid-July to mid-September. But in recent years, the heat has been stretching from early June all the way through late October. If you're planning your trip based on older information, you might be seriously underestimating what you're walking into. In 2025, Tokyo recorded a maximum temperature of 38.5 degrees Celsius. That's over 101 degrees Fahrenheit. But in major cities like Tokyo and Osaka, dense clusters of buildings trap heat and push the feels-like temperature even higher. We're talking around 43 degrees Celsius, or 109 degrees Fahrenheit, on par with the hottest days in Egypt. And it's not just the heat. Japanese summers are extremely humid. After rainfall, strong sunlight causes moisture to evaporate rapidly, spiking both the temperature and humidity at the same time. Your body drains faster than you'd ever expect. Every year in Japan, around 100,000 people are rushed to hospital by ambulance due to heat stroke. And it doesn't matter how young or fit you are, no one is immune. There have been cases in Japan where healthy people in their 20s have lost their lives to heat stroke. 2. How to survive the Japanese summer. When it comes to drinks, skip the water and go for a sports drink or oral rehydration solution instead. Sweat takes salt out of your body along with fluids, so water alone won't cut it. Pocari Sweat and Aquarius are available at any convenience store in Japan. Timing matters too. By the time you feel thirsty, it's already too late. Set a timer every 15 to 30 minutes and drink around 200 milliliters each time, even if you don't feel like it. Don't let your guard down on the train either. If you start feeling unwell, get off at the nearest station and rest. It doesn't have to be your stop. Your body comes before your schedule. Use department stores and convenience stores as cooling stations. This is something Japanese people do naturally as part of their daily routine. Keep your sightseeing to the morning and spend the hours between noon and 3 p.m. indoors. That one change alone will significantly reduce your risk of heat stroke. 3. Heat stroke during sleep. Now that you know the daytime precautions, here's one more thing that often gets overlooked. Heat stroke during sleep. In fact, many of the most serious heat stroke cases happen at night while people are asleep. In Japan, a night where the temperature never drops below 25 degrees Celsius is called a tropical night. And in Tokyo, these can stretch on for dozens of nights throughout the summer. The problem is, you can't feel the heat while you're sleeping. Your body keeps sweating without you realizing it, and by the time you wake up, you may already be dehydrated. If you wake up feeling heavy and exhausted despite a full night's sleep, that could be an early sign of heat stroke. If you're staying in a hotel, keep the air conditioning on while you sleep. Some people turn it off to save energy, but in a Japanese summer, taking care of your body comes first. Be aware that auto settings may shut the unit off on their own. Set the timer to keep it running until you wake up. Aim for a temperature between 26 and 28 degrees Celsius, or 79 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Overcooling can put stress on your body too, so find that comfortable middle ground. And keep a bottle of water or a sports drink on your bedside table. If you wake up in the middle of the night, You want to be able to hydrate immediately. 4. Common mistakes tourists make. Even with all this knowledge, there are some mistakes that are easy to fall into. The first one is relying on water alone. We mentioned sports drinks earlier, but a lot of people still think water is enough. Drinking large amounts of water without any salt can actually lower your body's sodium levels, a condition called hyponatremia. It can cause headaches, nausea, and in serious cases, loss of consciousness. Don't underestimate it. The second mistake is pushing through when your body is telling you to stop. Feeling a little dizzy, slightly off, at that point, your body is already close to its limit. Ignoring those signs and sticking to your schedule is the number one reason heat stroke gets serious. The third is packing too much into the middle of the day. Japanese summers aren't just hot. The humidity pushes the feels-like temperature above 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a completely different kind of heat from a hot day in Europe or North America. If you plan your itinerary the same way you would back home, you will burn out. 5. If someone collapses. So what should you do if you or someone with you starts showing signs of heat stroke? First, get to a cool place immediately. Shade, a convenience store, a department store, anywhere out of direct sunlight will do. Getting out of the heat is the absolute top priority. Once you're somewhere cool, start replacing fluids and salt. If the person is conscious, have them sip a sports drink or oral rehydration solution slowly. If you have a cold towel or ice pack, apply it to the neck, armpits, and groin. These 3 spots have major blood vessels running through them, so cooling them down brings the whole body temperature down quickly. If the person is unconscious or not responding to your voice, call 119 immediately. You don't need to speak Japanese. Just say help and heat stroke. They will understand. If you don't know the address, show your phone screen to someone nearby and ask for help. So, how was that? Japanese summers are tough. There's no getting around it. But the difference between a great trip and a dangerous one often comes down to just knowing what to expect. Keep what we covered today in mind, and your trip will look very different. Japan in summer has things you simply can't experience at any other time of year. Go prepared and enjoy every moment of it. Earth Japan will continue bringing you the charm of Japan and the latest travel information. See you again in the next video. Bye! See you!